happiness, unity and justice may be established amongst us all. Amen. Please be seated. Valiant City Council acknowledges the Wurundjeri people as the traditional custodians of the land we now know as Manningham. We pay our respects to Wurundjeri elders past and present and value the ongoing contribution to the cultural heritage of Manningham. Manningham Council would also like to acknowledge the contribution made to Manningham over the years by people of diverse backgrounds and cultures. I welcome all members of the public here tonight to this council meeting who have come along to observe proceedings. I'd like to advise those present that tonight's meeting is being audio and video recorded. All care will be taken to maintain your privacy. However, as a visitor in the public gallery, your presence may be recorded. By remaining in the gallery, it is assumed your consent is given in the event that your voice and/or image is broadcast. All public meetings are controlled by a meeting procedure local law. I will introduce each item of business as listed on the agenda by calling it by number and by reading the title. I will then call for a mover and a seconder of a motion on the item before opening any debate. Only councillors are able to join the debate on an item. Councillors may adopt the officer's recommendation in the report or propose amendments and supplementary motions. I'd like to draw your attention to item 7 on tonight's agenda, public question time, which provides people with an opportunity to ask questions of the council. Questions registered prior to the commencement of the meeting may be asked. If we do not have the information to hand to provide a meaningful response, the question may be taken on notice and a response will be provided in writing. I would also stress that I will deal with a maximum of 2 questions per person and 2 questions on any one issue. If you have more than 2 questions, please submit these additional questions in writing to Council through the normal channels. Item 2, apologies and requests for leave of absence. There are no apologies. Item 3, prior notification of conflict of interest. There are no prior notifications of conflict of interest. Item 4, confirmation of minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Chen.
Yes, Madam Mayor. I move that the minutes of the ordinary meeting of Council held on 11 December 2018 be confirmed.
Thank you, Councillor Chen. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Galbally. Would you like to speak to the motion? Anyone against the motion? No. All those in favour? Motion carried. Item 5, presentations. There are no presentations this evening. Item 6, petitions. There are no petitions. Item 7, public question time. We do have a question, and it is from Mr. Breschke. Mr. Breschke, would you like to come to the stand to ask your question?
Good evening, councillors, whatever you are, whatever your name is. I have a question. We've been in Europe 5.5 weeks. I only went for one thing over there to ask for my grandfather why he died during the war. And the worst country where I come from, Vienna, they're hopeless. They couldn't give me any answer from one office to another one, and I said that doesn't happen in Australia. They come straight to the point, you know. Anyway, now the shifty bastards want me to pay 35 euros, but I never got an answer. To start off with, when I left, my balcony was spotless. Now, you all can have a look at it, what it looks like. Now, 101 Trem Road is okay, but not the west side, because they just start to excavate, and it's not quite finished. Well, the guy who does the excavating, apparently the son said, oh yeah, we look after it, we clean the whole balcony, the whole side. One from our committee meeting said, Well, we haven't got it in writing, so I believe it's Susan, I can't think of the name now. Dunlop. She apparently contacted the council, and I said, and she said, we must have everything in writing, because if I promise you something, you know what I mean? Oh, well, that doesn't bring me anywhere, right? If I promise you something, I must have it in writing. Anyway, and I just want to show you what my veranda looks like after 5.5 weeks. I haven't done a thing, because I reckon it's disgusting. So everybody should see it in the council. Now, why? There is a lady there, she counts how many times a truck comes past. She should hose it. You know what? I'm sorry. She just, when the truck driver is finished, she counts and signs whatever the papers. Now, there is a building down here on Doncaster Road where the old golf course is. They have cladding in front of the building. Well, once when they start building, because now we're going to get concrete dust, right? Once when they start building, right? Now, I hope the council going to check up on all that, because it's going to be a dust hazard. We even have got double glazed windows. In our lunchroom, every second and third day, I clean. Not every second day, but I just go up. I have a mop, I have got a, I go like that, maybe 10. And it's clean. Now, how healthy is that? You tell me. That's all I want to tell you. Now, I hope we're going to have some, parks soon coming, because we have got 3 buildings on Trim Road, one next door, Garden Hill or whatever it's called, where there is no garden, nothing. So who gives all these permissions to just build? VW is going to get pulled down. They're going to be... Sorry?
Mr. Breshke, you've had 2 minutes to ask your question, and
Yeah.
you've done an excellent job.
Yeah,
You're
I'm finished.
Yeah?
Yeah,
All
I don't
right,
want to see any more anyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So I'll put your question to our CEO, Mr. Andrew Day.
You can have it, yeah. That's it? Thanks very much for
yes.
listening.
Well, the CEO, Mr. Andrew Day,
Yeah.
will respond to your question.
Thank you very much. Anyway, look, I mean, you have to speak up,
You've
otherwise
spoken
nothing
very,
gets done.
very well,
Yeah.
and you'll just, if you can just wait 1 moment, we'll have an initial official response here in the council meeting.
Okay,
So
all right.
Mr. Day is going to respond.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm picking up that your issue is around construction and
Yeah.
construction dust. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so we'll take that on notice and we'll get in contact with you and just clarify it
yeah,
with a little bit more detail, and we'll see what we can do in relation to that.
yeah. I mean, I don't want anything special, but at least, I think even our...
Mr. Breshke, you will definitely get a response from
yeah,
council.
okay, anyway, all right, thanks very
By
much.
coming
Okay,
here
thank you.
tonight, well
Thank
done,
you.
thank
Yeah,
you. Excellent. All right. Any other questions? No. Okay. So moving to item 8, admission of urgent business. There are no items of urgent business. Number 9, planning permit applications. There are no planning permit applications. Item number 10, city planning and community. 10.1. Healthy City Advisory Committee, appointment of a new member. Do I have a mover? Councillor Kleinert.
That the recommendation be adopted.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Zafiropoulos. Thank you.
I second the motion.
Would you like to speak to the motion, Councillor Kleinert?
It's very straightforward. The Healthy City Strategy is something that every council has, essentially. It's an important document. And with the changeover of management at the Upper Arena, it would be appropriate that Belgravia would be put onto this important committee that makes great decisions for our city in terms of our Healthy City Strategy. So it's really to endorse the appointment of Belgravia to the committee.
Thank you. Would the seconder like to speak?
Nothing to it.
Are there any speakers against? All those in favour? Motion carried. Number 11, item 11, city services, there are no reports. Item 12, shared services, there are no reports. Item 13, chief executive officer. 13.1, appointment of authorised officers, Planning and Environment Act 1987. Do I have a mover? Councillor Galbally.
I'd like to move that the recommendation be adopted.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Goff. Would the mover like to speak?
No.
Would the seconder like to speak?
No.
All those in favour? Motion carried. Item 13.2, record of Assembly of Councillors. Do I have a mover? Councillor Coleman.
I move that the recommendation be adopted.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor McLeish. Would the mover like to speak? Would the seconder like to speak? All those in favour? Motion carried. Item 13.3, documents for sealing. Do I have a mover? Councillor McLeish.
Madam Mayor, I move that the recommendation be adopted with the addition of the following document. Police Council of Warrandyte Historical Society Incorporated, 111 to 117 Yarra Street, Warrandyte, and consent to build over an easement agreement under section 173 of the Planning and Environment Act 1987, Council and TM NEF, 46 Cantala Drive, Doncaster.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Galbally. Would the mover like to speak?
No, Madam Mayor.
Would the seconder like to speak? All those in favour? Motion carried. Item 14, urgent business. There are no items of urgent business. Item 15, councillors' question time. Are there any questions from councillors? Councillor Haynes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I would like to, I've previously asked a question regarding the Bulleen Business Park on the amount of businesses that are looking like being demolished by the North East Link and the amount of rates that could possibly be affected as far as not being received by council with this, and the fact that we have over, in my estimate, 200 businesses that will be demolished, and amounts of money that I would like to ask what businesses and what amounts of money will council not be receiving from the rates of those businesses as we look forward with the budget and the budget issues that are going on. So I have a lead-up question to that too, following that.
Thank you, Councillor Haynes. I'll put the question to our CEO, Andrew Day.
Thank you for the question, Councillor. In relation to the rate side of things, it's obviously going to be in future years anyway, and it will not make a material difference to our rate income. But we can certainly get information to councillors in relation to the numbers of businesses affected, the types of businesses, all of those sorts of things, because that information was actually collected as a part of the preparatory work for the North East Link.
Councillor Haynes, you have another question?
That will do for now. I think that's a very good response. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Are there any other questions? Thank you. All right, we now move to item 16, confidential reports. Do I have a mover? Councillor Kleinert.
That council close the meeting to the public pursuant to section 89(2)(d) of the Local Government Act 1989 to consider item 16.1 concerning contractual matters.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Zafiropoulos. All those in favour? Motion carried.